welcome to another episode of the Mighty Movie Pod. We are back in your ear holes with another thrilling edition, episode 94. What up, Josh?
Yo. No, I'm done.
I was going to say, he doesn't have much more.
I'm done.
I could see it.
No.
You're not an Olympic swimmer,
Well,
Josh.
look, I could have kept yoing. Do not ever underestimate my ability to yo.
Okay.
But,
No, you're right. No, you're right.
You've heard me yo.
We've watched a Lego Master or two. Lego Master season 2. If you don't know who we're talking about,
yo. But if only she wasn't in love with her brother.
It's a serious roadblock.
Nah, man, I can yo for days, dude. I don't want to annoy the audience.
Sure.
In the intro with an overlong yo.
I was going to say, in the first 30 seconds, you really want to get under people's skin.
Exactly. You really want to get in there.
That's how you make sure they're like, wow, this seems grating. Let's listen to the rest.
Yeah. Oh, man, this is the worst thing I've ever heard. Let me keep listening to these guys. Especially since my opening line is usually so dour. And then as the episode progresses, I get more and more fired up and almost knock over the microphone with my animated antics.
Hand gestures. Yeah.
You can't see it on this end, but I flip around and yell. And
we've considered a lot of things.
We've considered like a Shamu-esque splash wall. SeaWorld.
That's not what I
That's just what I pictured in my head, dude.
That's actually not what I was talking about. I was gonna say we've considered filming this,
yes.
so people people could
legit.
see, but that requires, as you know, work, and we have a very good work ethic on this podcast,
and we have also a very strong aversion to finding camera angles that work.
Yeah, that's true. It's equipment. There's a lot of problems.
We're just like, nah, we're on the couch. You put the camera in front of the couch.
Put the camera straight in front of the couch.
And then we do weird zooms.
That kind of begs the question of what we're going to do for the next classic catch-up, because that couch is not gone.
No, that couch still remains. That couch is now in my living room.
Yes, but it is no longer in one of the in the 2 episodes. It was in my man cave, as it were. That man cave is no longer a den of men.
The Lebowski poster,
yes,
and the Back to the Future poster on my living room dining room divider.
The dividing wall, the retaining wall.
Oh, dude, but
it holds in all the breakfast.
Real. The power of the breakfast is so strong, it must be contained.
You have to keep it separate from the living area. I know you don't anyway.
I was going to say, I eat my breakfast on my couch most of the time. I use this when someone comes. I only have 2 chairs, man.
True. Anyway,
real question, though. I have this stupid fucking mirror that your brother made me keep.
Mm-hmm.
How are we going to film anything with that stupid fucking mirror right there? Oh,
well, we're really good at tricky camera angles and stuff. So my point being, I think there's a strong possibility the next classic catch-up won't be on that couch.
Definitely.
It might be on a different couch.
Oh.
A Doorston.
Are we going to be on the Doorston?
I think the Doorston might be the play.
It's a Doorston.
It's a Doorston. We don't have to both be on the black love seat.
The only thing that I will say about the Doorston is that the Doorston creaks and cracks a lot for being a brand new couch.
You know what? I was thinking about that, and I was wondering if it's because the floor up here.
No, it's the couch itself.
Okay,
it's the couch itself, because I've sat on both sides of it. And it.
I know it's the couch itself, but I'm wondering if the couch itself wouldn't make those noises if it was on a sturdier base.
Don't
get what I'm saying?
Don't you ever talk shit about the base of my apartment?
The floor.
The bass in here is dope as shit, dude. The bass is hot, dude. Have you ever heard it drop?
I have, yeah. I wait around for it.
Have you waited around for the drop?
I have. Anyway,
it gets you going.
Anyway, I'm off.
Don't you anyway me?
I'm way off track here. I don't know what the fuck we're even talking about. Listen,
we're talking about the Dorston and we're talking about the bass drop.
It's been a couple of
and I will not let it go.
It's been a couple of months, but we're back and we have way too much stuff to talk about. This has been a tradition for whatever reason. The summer months, we seem to just
last couple of years for sure
fuck off, and we have. So this might be the third time we've done a catch up.
Yeah, it's the second or third time that we've had to do a big. Okay, we watched a shit ton of stuff.
This should have been a few
Let's
episodes.
Talk about it for like 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah. So that's what we're here to do, and we're going way back because it's been a couple of months. But you know how it is. Sometimes we wait for streaming on some of these movies.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
No.
Great.
Mortal Kombat was pretty dope for being pretty fucking dumb. But we talked about it.
We did. There are a couple of movies, Josh. A couple of movies.
A few.
That are right in our wheelhouse, I guess. There's a couple of Marvel movies.
Yeah.
There's a video game adaptation, speaking of Mortal Kombat. There's
oh god.
Right.
I
have a show.
I brought it up before we talked about before we started recording, and I don't want to talk about it.
Right? Yeah. We'll see what
happens.
I
don't remember most of it.
Yeah, yeah. So
sober viewing. Entirely sober viewing.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Yeah, no, sober viewing. We watched that and what could be the greatest comic adaptation of all time.
Yes. Right. That was the same night. What a night. What a double feature.
We should have ended on the comic book film.
You know what? That is probably, those two movies are probably the things we watched immediately after the last episode. So let's just,
I think so.
Let's just start there. Let's start there, Josh.
Alrighty.
Morbius.
Oh, God damn it. Why don't you lead with the shitty one ever? Because we got to lead with the good before we get to the bad. Yeah.
We morbed hard.
We were morbing out. Where there was no morb before.
Yeah.
Morb was had in plenty.
It was a
fever dream.
Morbificent evening. Like
it was morbtastic. It was morbnificent. Yeah.
Morbnificent.
God fucking damn it. I think that was the only thing I truly remember about that movie was all the shitty Morbius puns that came out. I had to stop myself from trying to make a Morbius pun there. That's why I was like Morbius.
Yeah. But it was Morbin time and we watched the movie, not just memed about it.
No.
And talked about it. We're let's check this
We
thing
actually
out.
Genuinely gave it a shot. We genuinely gave Morbius a shot. And holy shit, upon first viewing, I fucking hated it. And then the longer I went without watching it, the more I was like, that movie was pretty fucking rad. And not in wow, dude, actually I don't think I appreciated the cinematography and the character development and the writing and the actor portrayal. What fantastic. That movie fucking sucks. That movie's terrible and I fucking love it.
We're going to talk about another movie later on, but this started the trend of this summer for me anyway. This movie sucks. How wonderful, right? Because like they release this is like a major studio. This is Sony and Marvel releasing
this is a big deal.
Releasing an with an Oscar-winning lead actor. Releasing this in theaters.
And his sex cult.
Yeah. His band and his sex cult. And he didn't even know COVID happened because he's too busy grooming young women.
He was too busy morbing out.
Yeah, too busy fucking suffering from pseudo-vampirism.
I love that you looked up what disease Dr. Michael Morbius might have. And the answer was vampirism.
I saw a video on the movie of somebody was like, he had a disease and I can't remember what it is, and then tried to look it up. And it said pseudo-vampirism. Okay. And I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. Where, like, yes, no, he had mysterious disease.
Yeah, he had a I thought he was anemic or something, but like in a more extreme anemia or something like that. No, it's never fucking named.
No.
He just has a disease.
It has to be about blood because vampires.
Yeah.
But we can't think of a real one because then we can't just have him acting all limpy, right? Because then people will just be like, that's not what happens with that disease. You have a fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson fucking flipping out about the stars above the Titanic, right? You have that sort of situation, which they actually fixed, which I think is...
Which is hilarious. Like, James Cameron was just like, how dare you?
Yeah, fuck. It's working on Avatar 4, just getting fucking heated.
Getting all hot.
Yeah. Avatar 2, speaking of which, Avatar 2 isn't even out yet, but I just read a headline that's like Avatar 4 started production. And I was like,
how did Avatar 4 just stop production? What's he be doing for fucking 10 years?
And also, what happened to 3? Or is it already done?
Yeah.
Well,
so that means
first
over
of all, what does production mean?
That means over 10 years, he's done 2 movies.
What does production mean? Are they talking about principal photography? Because once they've done the humans, it's just all animated.
Yeah.
So it's like, while it's in post-production, they're making 90% of the movie.
Maybe. And like, this is actually in defense of him as opposed to, say, Marvel, where because it's so reliant on so much CGI, maybe he's granting the time necessary for these animated pieces to look as excellent as they possibly could, because... I read a couple article.
Whoa!
Wow. Okay.
People like Marvel. Have you seen She-Hulk? It has some of the best CGI digital character, fully CG characters. Not since Jar Jar Binks have I seen something this good.
As I was saying, I won't let you do this. Well, not yet. Anyway, we can do this later, but. Not right now.
We're talking about Morbius, by the way, but go ahead about the James Cameron thing.
No. Yeah, dude.
I mean, speaking of wonderful CG.
But that goes with my point, dude, where they're just like, no, do it. No, do it different. No, now you got to do it. And also the movie release date is in like 2 weeks, and also remake the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe that's why over 10, 15 years,
10 years,
he's been producing only the 2 movies, and that's why Avatar 4 is going into production now. And it's like he's been so mum the whole time. He's just been quiet the whole time, probably just working on getting the 2 looking as good as they will. I don't fucking have high expectations for these movies, but I know that they will look good.
Yeah. Yeah, I will go.
And that's the only thing I can say about them being like Avatar 4's in production, and it's like probably because that's the last one he has to do.
Probably. I saw Avatar in the movie theater.
I did too.
I will go see this second one, and what I wonder is, like, am I going?
So many things.
Yeah, am I going to be like, wow, this looks really good? No. Because like.
You're still going to say it looks good, but like what is... Because the only thing that made Avatar 1 a success was the 3D aspect to it. But 3D's dead and gone, dude. We don't fucking care about... We barely cared when it first came out. That's evidenced by the fact that it blew up with Avatar and then died 6 months fucking later, dude. No one cares about 3D. So what is his... I filmed it underwater.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I have a lot of really unfounded, like, who fucking cares feelings about this movie. I'm actually enraged that he dares to come out with this and be like, I'm going to revisit the greatest film of all time. Well, it wasn't, you fuck.
Yeah, well, I was going to say they have to be somewhat aware of that, because they're
that's why they're
re-releasing Avatar, right, in theaters, which, like, whatever, dude, you can watch that shit on USA every fucking day of the week. I just wonder, is it going to be like, wow, this is a real generational leap in computer generated movies?
See, and that's what I'm saying.
And I'm like I don't think so,
CGI
especially because he's locked into his visual style, which is like honestly a little off-putting at the time, because it was like, again, the 3D and like the story was not
the focal point.
Innovative.
No, definitely not.
But the Foley CGI stuff was like, this is much better than the attempts of the past. I'm not watching the Final Fantasy movie, right?
Right. You're not watching a Pixar movie.
Yeah. Like, wow, photorealistic CGI characters, right? And I'm like, I don't think it's going to be like, wow, this is such a significant jump to the second one. We really needed to revisit this fucking generic dumb world of, we get it, they're Native Americans, but
it's crazy because at the time it seemed so new and so different, having this fully realized, completely CGI foreign jungle and stuff like that. But it's in the 10 years we've lived, and James Cameron's been stuck in a submarine or whatever
he's doing,
the set for Abyss, whatever you want to call it. Fucking the world has moved on without him.
Yeah.
And I wonder if his seclusion is going to end up being a benefit or a hindrance.
Yeah, I mean, since he's been doing his thing, like Star Wars has come and gone again, and fucking worlds and cinematic universes became a thing, and like there's so much deep lore.
Practical effects have become a much bigger thing again all of a sudden, and it's like, okay, dude, are you gonna blend those two together perfectly, or is this gonna be a revisitation of the prequels where it's all green screen, all fucking dumb looking? Like, because the days of like Sin City and The Spirit and all those movies that are done in tiny little rooms that are all green and people walk 4 feet, but it looks like they walk a mile on the fucking movie screen. We've passed all that.
Yeah.
Avengers really the first one kind of pioneered that whole blend the two together, really
out of necessity.
And I don't mean pioneered like they were the first ones to do it, but they were the first ones to really put effort into mixing the movie the two media.
Yeah, that was the movie that undid the success of his own movie, Titanic, right? So, I don't doubt that like it's going to be fucking the highest level it can be, but I'm just out of necessity because the style of the movie is just a fully CG world, right? That's just what it is.
But
I just wonder,
is that going to be enough?
But like, again, we're like to the point where like, but everything's looked great forever. Like that at the time, it was like, wow, that movie kind of sucked, but it looked really good. Now it's like, wow, this movie really sucks, and it looks like Avatar, right? So I think, dude, they're making a fourth one. I'm like, dude, I think this one's gonna bomb. So Morbius.
Yeah, back on top.
Speaking of bombs,
I wanted so bad to get on board the irony train, where they're like, no, let's put it back in theaters, and I'm like, Avi Arad is not going to take the right message from this.
Yeah, let's put it back in theaters and not see it again. Funny, and it's like, and it was, and a lot of people who are memeing on the movie haven't actually seen it, and that's what's funny. But we were like, we saw the movie and memed on it just as hard, honestly, that's better because we got to watch a shitty movie and not just be on 4chan or whatever.
Yeah.
So, it's fucking awful. The performances are bizarre. The
bizarre is putting
the story makes no sense, and
Jared
then abruptly
Leto's just Jared Leto the whole time. Yeah. But what's it? Matt Smith, fucking progeria face. That guy has an old man head on a young man body. Yeah. And that lantern jaw of his just freaks me the fuck out. Yeah, I don't want to be a dick on a man. I don't want to be. Yes. Oh, dude, especially in Last Night in Soho. It looked like his face was entirely CGI. Right. I was like, what the fuck is happening with his head? Because like I've seen him on the Doctor Who and stuff. And I'm like, he looks like a normal person. Yeah. And then the last couple movies
the amount of hair
he's doing,
he has, or how scrawny he is. I don't know,
dude. The amount, but ever since like I saw him on Doctor Who and everything, I was like, he doesn't look like a human, And I don't want to diss on the guy's looks and call him ugly or anything like that, but there seems to be some kind of weird shit going on with him in these movies where it's like they're trying to fix him and they don't need to. Leave the fucking guy alone.
He has weird distinctive features, right, that are not typical, I think.
They're definitely not the Hollywood.
Yeah.
He's no Jared Leto.
His character, however, if we're talking about all the character motivations are insane. Well, when we talk about She-Hulk, we'll get back to this. Because
I don't want to talk about She-Hulk.
We are going to talk about She-Hulk. There because there's a scene similar to Zemo's scene in this, right?
Yeah.
And we'll get to what I'm talking about. But he just goes, all right, the movie opens up with a scene that has nothing to do with anything.
No.
Until you're like, oh, I guess he caught the bats. Oh, he caught bats. Anyway, story moves along.
I thought I'm going to cure myself. He was going to become a vampire.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But no, he does it in a lab.
Nope.
And he doesn't. No, he doesn't do it in a lab.
Nope.
He kind of does it in a lab, but it's on a ship. But it's on a ship.
Yeah,
it's on a lab
ship. Lab.
It's a lab ship. It's a ship labyrinth. I know lab is not short for labyrinth.
It's a laboratory.
Yes. So he cures himself, but does he? Because now he's pseudo-vampire.
Well, no, he doesn't even cure himself because he has to keep injecting himself with the fucking, I'm a vampire now.
There's a ticking clock where, oh shit, when I have the red, it makes me super vampire out and fucking.
But if I get the blue,
I'm good for a while, but there's a ticking clock because it's only till my next feeding. Yeah, it's only 6 minutes.
If he uses the blue, he's only got fucking so many hours. If he uses the red,
and it's decreasing.
If he uses the red, he's like, no, I'm just super dope all the fucking time.
Then his dumb friend is like, "Oh, you cured yourself. Cure me." And he's
his
like,
dumb friend.
You don't want
Matt
none
Smith.
of this shit.
Yeah.
You don't want none of this shit, do we? Get the hell out of here. And he's like, and then off screen cures himself somehow.
Yeah.
And then is instantly like, being a vampire is dope, and I kill people now. Never have before, but I'm into it, and this is who we were meant to be. I've evolved. And you're like, what? This is the jump where he cured himself off screen, and now is like, bro.
Somehow the Morbius has remorbed.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he drinks the red and morbs the fuck out. And then he's like, oh, I can fly in front of subways.
He's got this weird echo pattern behind him because, he's a bat. And that's how bats fly.
And the movie's half over at this point.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. Nothing happens for most of the movie. And then he becomes a Morbius.
Remember when
there's an evil Morbius, and then the movie ends.
Remember, there's a scene. This is how insane this movie is. There's a scene where he's talking to his lover, and he's like, "Hey, I'm morbing out pretty hard.
You might want to get out of here before I morb all over you."
Blah blah. Yeah, blah blah blah. Tyrese is pissed.
Oh God! Oh my God! I forgot Tyrese shows up for 2 minutes in the fucking movie. Yeah. And it's like, hey, Morbius, you knock it off.
You knock it off.
And he's just like, all right. And then he's like, all right, later.
Yeah.
And then he's gone. And then somebody calls him and we cut to him real quick and he never fucking shows up to solve the crime or investigate.
No, he just
And then he doesn't show up again until the end of the fucking movie. This movie's fucking balls,
he's talking to her and he's like, I'm morbing out pretty hard, keep a low profile, whatever. Or he needs something from his lab and he's telling her about fucking Doctor Who, right? So avoid that fucking guy because he said some creepy shit to her. And then somebody comes in and pays with counterfeit money and he goes, huh, watch this.
It's Morbin time.
Yeah, it's fucking Morbin time. And I'm like, okay, what is he going to do? He just follows him, beats him up, and is like, this is my place now.
This is my spot now.
Should have been
he's like, this is my space now. Take the drugs.
Yeah. Well, and that's what's weird.
Take the drugs and the counterfeit money. I just want your machine.
It should have been a print shop.
Yes.
But all of a sudden he's like, oh, this
will service me well for my biological needs.
This counterfeit fucking operation will be perfect for me creating blood or a serum, an anti-vampire serum, which should have just been a silver bullet, but whatever.
It should have been a drug lab. And they were just like, nah, it's a counterfeit money place.
Yeah, right.
And he's like, cool, I can print the blood on dollars and then eat them.
And remember, and he was doing he was trying to be like funny and slick in that scene. It was just so out of nowhere and nonsensical. And then, it
was a very clear like editor's note where not editor, producer.
Hey, we're
note.
supposed to like this guy. Like, quippy heroes are in. This is in the Spider-Man universe.
Well, dude, what I loved the most was the beginning of the movie when he's supposed to give a speech to the UN or something. And then it all seems to go off without a hitch. Everything's cool. And then the very next scene, they're like, I can't believe you say what you said, what you said.
I can't believe you told him to suck your balls and didn't take the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah. And it was like, what?
Okay.
But I guess I'll take your word for it that happened.
It's fine, young child who's going to die or whatever.
Oh, no. A girl who has the same
mysterious
illness
disease
that I have. Oh, my God.
Did he
cure the disease? No.
Yeah, I was like,
did he help that child? No.
I was going to say,
that kid just disappears.
At the end of the movie, how did he finally come to control his pseudo-vampirism?
He just, I'm pretty sure he just did what fucking Matt Smith told him to do. And he was like, being a Morbius is dope. Yeah,
right. I'm going to morb for good.
I'm going to morb, but I'm going to morb well.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fucking bad. And that's the joke, right?
It's on Netflix. Fucking watch it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Dude, I was going to say, it's on Netflix, so it's definitely worth a watch. I will say, and I never say this, we acquired it completely legally and we watched it in a digital format.
We did indeed.
In our own home. So, if you catch my drift. But after watching it, I had hoped, I should have went and seen it in the theater.
Why?
No, there's no reason. I don't know. Like, that's the thing. For a lot of people, I think this isn't bad enough to like necessitate like I'm gonna go see it every year, right?
Oh no, this isn't one of those internet hype. Everybody, I feel like everybody was
Troll
trying
2
to make it that The Room, Troll 2.
Well, what was part of the joke was that part of the meme was that nobody has actually seen it.
Yeah.
So that's the big. Nobody was trying to make it a success. The joke was that nobody saw it. So once you see it, I guess you're not in on the joke anymore. So whatever.
I guess, yeah.
I don't know. But now that it's on Netflix, I know so many people are watching this movie, and it's so shitty.
Ryan, can we talk about the part that was absolutely stupid?
Okay, you're gonna have to narrow it down a little bit.
I'm talking about Ryan Vulture.
Oh God!
Spoilers: yes. Vulture's in the fucking end credits.
Well, and they went, dude. What's funny is they had to move the earth to make that happen. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It wasn't like, again, Venom's there, right? Like, whatever. That makes sense.
Well, see,
but they moved an MCU person into this world where I'm guessing Andrew Garfield is probably going to reside.
It's got to be Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire because it doesn't make any fucking sense. Vulture, it's obvious that Michael Keaton and Jared Leto are filmed
not
at
in the
two
same. Yeah, they're not in the same place.
Entirely different scenes in two entirely different sets and filmed at entirely different times, because the dialogue is some of the worst shit I've ever seen. I think Spider-Man's involved. Interesting.
But you realize you were in jail and you know who Spider-Man is.
We should team up.
And then you just went all, you went all into the Spider-Verse, or not into the Spider-Verse, No Way Home, and then you were gone. And you're in a new world, but there's still a Spider-Man there. Who could that be? Right?
It was just so bizarre because
it's a hint for so many things.
Well, because
it's like why bring in Michael Keaton? What the fuck?
With the Spider-Man, not the Spider-Verse movie, he was just like, Venom was there, and he was like, "Oh, Spider-Man, we know that guy," and then he fucks off.
Yeah.
But part of the symbiote stays.
Yeah. Well, that's
so
the thing.
Who knows what that means? But Vulture just
it
shows
means they
up
want to make a new
in his entirety and is just like, "Yo, I'm Vulture, and I'm now here." And it's like, why?
Why?
No,
Why
he
isn't
was
there
great
just
in the
a
other shit?
Why isn't there just a Vulture there?
Exactly, dude. And he's just like, hey, Morbius, I'm a fan of what you do. And Morbius is just like, I'm riding a motorcycle, I'm dope. And he's just like, I think Spider-Man, I got stuck here in this world. And Spider-Man is probably, I think,
Hate that Spider-Man.
oh, Spider-Man, oh, he's a dick. And he's like, interesting. And he's just like, I think we should team up and fight Spider-Man. And he's like, all right.
Yeah, okay.
And it just made me think of the writing for the Flash Gordon movie when Flash Gordon's getting ready to die. And he's like, just promise me you'll team up.
You'll team up.
Fight Ming.
Yeah.
And he's like, whatever. You know, it's
Flash
the
Gordon,
same fucking
quarterback,
thing,
New York Jets. Yeah. I completely forgot that this is going to tie in with, obviously not the MCU, but another.
I don't think they even knew what Spider-Man they were doing. This was just Avi Arad being like, no, I'm going to get it back.
But the fact that they were able to take a plot point from a new Spider-Man movie and be like, hey, we're moving characters into different universes and like openly doing that. And they did it in a Morbius movie. And then they're talking about Spider-Man.
Dude, look,
like,
pay
what the
attention
fuck
to this
is
movie.
happening?
If you pay attention to this movie, they really thought that this one was going to be a banger.
Sure, yeah.
They were like, this is dope as shit. Look at all these dope-ass visual effects. Look at this fucking last fight scene. Everything's sick as shit. Morbius is this dark,
anti-hero. Yeah.
But it's all such crap. It's comedic. It's straight up comedic. It's laughable.
I haven't watched either Venom
effort
movie,
and the fact that they were trying to do this whole marketing thing behind it is hilarious. I heard the second Venom is absolute shit. And the first one is like ironically funny because it's so bad. And from what I've seen from it, because I've seen a little bit of it, it's Morbius, dude.
It's Morbius, yeah.
It's Morbius, but like fucking what's his name is a little bit of a better actor because Jared Leto's not that good an actor.
No. No,
not at all, dude. He hit it lucky with one movie. That's it.
Yeah.
And then everybody was like, oh, Jared Leto. And I'm like, no, motherfuckers. No, I will not jump on this Jared Leto bandwagon. He sucks. His band fucking sucks. He's a shitty fucking person.
Josh, you just weren't the right age in the 2000s to understand 30 Seconds to Mars.
I just didn't understand 30 Seconds.
You didn't have emotions.
I didn't. I'll attack.
It's not even the movie I was thinking of. Or the song.
What one were you thinking
I don't fucking remember. I don't know any of the fucking names of these songs. I've just remember them in fucking Burning Crusade World of Warcraft videos, man.
Sing them all.
So, yeah.
This is not the Morbius that I was looking for.
It's a funny watch where you go, wow. It's kind of like when you watch The Mummy, right? The Tom Cruise Mummy.
Yeah.
Where you're like, wow, they had such ambition that never is ever going to happen, right? Nope. They had like cast photos and like none of those people have even done the movies they were cast for.
Dude, yeah, they did. Oh God, I forgot the Dark Universe. Yeah. They had like 9 people in the pictures and everything. It's just like none of those movies happened.
This movie's bombing. People hate that second Venom movie because I also heard that. And it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing, dude? Like this shit is getting out of control.
Avi Arad, the original fanboy, overestimated his importance and his shitty fucking contributions to the fucking comic
and hoarding,
book movie universe.
And hoarding IP to try to make his own.
Yep.
His own fucking thing.
Well, dude, and that's the thing. The whole Venom thing, because that was supposed to be the spearhead, was he was going to make a Spider-Man universe without Spider-Man. He was going to make Venom Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because Venom makes the big bones. He's been bugging everybody that's ever touched a Spider-Man movie about getting Venom into everything. Because Venom sold comics in 1991.
Yeah, in the 90s.
You know, and like... It's like that's what the kids want.
being edgy sold Sega Genesises as well, right? Like fucking
he's a hedgehog.
And guess
with
what?
a
And guess
tood.
what? And guess what? Sega console we're all buying now. Oh wait, there are none. So
no,
believe it or not, some things don't work forever, and that's for the best.
Exactly. Things evolve, people move on. Venom's a great fucking side character. I have read. I'll be honest. I have a subscription to Comixology, and I read some of the recent Venom titles. They were pretty cool. He's not an A-lister.
You been reading any Squirrel Girl?
No, why would I? No, I have self.
You don't like Squirrel Girl? Squirrel Girl?
So Squirrel Girl is great when she randomly shows up in a wacky story.
Oh.
Squirrel Girl was not the answer to Harley Quinn, which is what they were trying to do. And honestly, Harley Quinn's not the answer to Harley Quinn. Like right now, DC's celebrating 30 years of Harley Quinn.
Ooh.
And I'm just like, yeah, but she's not Harley Quinn
I'm older than
anymore.
Harley Quinn, Josh.
You are.
You are much older.
Wow, that was uncalled for. I didn't need no fucking okay boomer jokes. You fucking prick. You goddamn zoomer. Wait, are you a zoomer or are you a millennial?
I'm
a millennial.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
I don't.
We're part of the same generation, Josh, but I'm
in
much
that
young,
weird gap.
much younger.
I'm in that, you fucking fuck. I'm in that weird gap where it's just like, wait, I'm what?
They try. And
they're just like, yeah.
They
and
tried to
like,
rename.
Wait.
They tried to rename. They tried to be like, you're on that cusp.
Yeah.
You're an ex-lineal because you grew up with a lot of analog stuff, and then you were a digital age later in your teen years.
Yeah.
Or I'm a digital boy, like the fucking Bad Religion song.
The one Bad Religion song everybody knows.
Yeah, sure.
Atomic Garden. I hate that fucking song. And 21st Century Digital Boy. Fucking take that.
Okay, those are the hot Bad Religion takes. Okay, Josh. Morbius. It's a Morbin good time, and you're gonna be mad and then laugh, and then be like, what the fuck, and then move on with your life, right?
That's a good way to put it. You go through like these, like, I don't know, 3 stages of acceptance.
Yes, right.
Where you're just like, what the
I've
shit?
made a terrible decision.
What have I done? I hate everything. All right, well, this is kind of cool. Oh God, no, it isn't. Oh no. Oh my God, that just happened.
You can't stop watching because it's not a train wreck. It's just like, what the fuck is going to happen next? Because this is so stupid.
It goes from bad to worse in the best way possible.
Yeah, and then
this movie is such crap.
Make some Morbin jokes. Have a good time.
Oh yeah, have a beer with your friend or your loved one or a couple friends or whatever, and just throw on Morbius, have a watch party with some of your people.
Yeah.
You're going to have a good time. It's a fun time. It's a very fun time.
I will agree with that. Okay.
Moving on.
Let's get into the second movie we watched in this double feature night.
It was a double feature night that night. We watched
stinker.
A horrible mistake.
Yeah, it was a curiosity. It's something that had come and gone, and we hadn't thought much about it. And then we're like, why not? We watched Morbius. We can only go up from here. It was more of a sidestep.
The second movie had more praise than Morbius.
It did.
I would say it was more mixed. Like you said. Well, no, because Morbius was universally like, this movie's fucking hysterical, blah, blah, blah. What a bad, da, 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 da. It was just a meme fest. The next one was like, yeah, it's pretty okay. And then we watched it. Ryan, let us discuss Mark Wahlberg's classic film, Uncharted.
Yeah, Uncharted. There might be a subtitle. I don't remember, but
there wasn't. I think it was just Uncharted.
It's just called Uncharted. Yeah.
Uncharted the game, the movie.
The problem is that it's technically a better movie than Morbius, but the real crime is
it's not as
being
bizarre.
just okay is like the fucking worst these days.
It has some of the most bland adventure. It is an adventure film from 30 years ago. And you've seen all the camera angles, all the action points are bad, and then they try to add the Nathan Drake parkour into it, and it's all CGI, and it's not very good CGI. It's bad.
The problem is that like the sequences and stuff, I wouldn't say 30 years, but close. I mean, like we're talking about like Brendan Fraser's The Mummy and things like that, right? It has action pieces and stuff like that.
Something years.
Yes, like I said, that's why I said 20 something. But
the high 20s. I could be right. Still right.
But it doesn't have any character because they're taking a corporate IP and sucking all the life out of it.
Yes.
And making this like weird
prequel
appealing. Yeah. We have to appeal to everybody sort of movie. And it's like,
Uncharted. If Uncharted, the games had been a film, they would have appealed to everyone.
Sure.
You don't need to change anything. And they were just like, that Tom Holland, he's real popular right now. Let's make a prequel film, which like fine it's cool, but they sucked all the character out of Nathan Drake when they were like, oh, it's a prequel. He doesn't have any charm or anything.
And that's the thing. Like with Uncharted, they're just taking the tropes of fucking
Indiana
adventure
Jones
serial from movies like Indiana Jones and the Mummy and stuff like that, which was already a take on the 30s adventure serials. And it's like, all right.
That's true. There is no Rick O'Connell. There's no Indiana Jones in this whatsoever.
Yeah, and it's
which is crazy considering, like you're saying, which is crazy considering who Nathan Drake is inspired by.
And this is much more generic than the game because the game still has characters and time, and there's a lot more. It's 3 to 4 times as long. There's more time to let some of these set pieces and characters breathe. You put it in a 2-hour movie. So you're already taking something that's, taking heavy inspiration from a well-worn, tropey type of film.
Especially at this point, even in the age of the game, like the last one, people were like, yeah, it was pretty cool.
It's more of this, right?
Yeah.
And now you're stripping everything out, so it just feels like a kind of like Jungle Cruise, which we've talked about.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, it's fine.
Like, yeah, like it's cool, but it could have been much, much more.
But there's nothing special about it whatsoever.
No, and I wonder if a lot of that comes from the fact that there's so many sets and not real locations or even semi-believable sets.
I think everybody. So
and that comes in with the especially more so with Jungle Cruise than with Uncharted. Because Uncharted had some really good set pieces, some really good effort was made in a lot of those. Some really strong effort made in Uncharted. Whereas Jungle Cruise was just like, I don't know, just put it in a computer.
Yeah, sure.
It'll look good enough.
And I know, so I think
nobody looked like they were wearing a costume.
The casting was bad, and everybody seemed to talk about Mark Wahlberg most, right? Because it's a memeable thing, right? Like, oh, fucking of course. It's like the Chris Pratt thing. It's so easy to meme it. But honestly, Mark Wahlberg is a very seasoned actor and did an okay job.
Yeah, like I don't buy him as Sully, but I buy him as an uncouth, underhanded art.
He brought some
smuggler.
Character to that, to his contribution to that film.
He gave his Mark flavor.
I think Tom Holland, who was like he's a flavor of the month kind of guy at the time.
Yep.
I'm like, he was the biggest mistake.
Yep.
As you know, I like him in the Spider-Man.
Yeah,
movies.
you like him a lot as Spider-Man.
I was like, I'm getting nothing from this guy.
No,
nothing. I'm getting fucking the weird teary-eyed, serious face thing that he's now done 100 times.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I know the kid doesn't want to be known only as Spider-Man, but everything he's done outside of Spider-Man.
He should have listened to Leo. What Leo told Timothy Chalamet.
What did Timothy tell?
What did
Leo tell Timothy Chalamet?
It's only 2 things you need to know: no hard drugs, no superhero movies,
and no women under 20, and no women
over 25.
25.
Right? Yeah. I think he's like, I'll leave that up to you, kid. But but yeah, it was like, and what's funny though is I'm like, I feel like Dune is really riding that line. Yeah. There's some nerd cred.
Oh yeah, but like
with Dune,
but like let's look at Timothy Chalamet before this. Fucking what was the one?
Lady Bird.
He was a huge douchebag.
Lady Bird, but here's the thing: he did that before he met Leo, because he met Leo on another terrible movie. I don't know if we talked about it. Don't Look Up. That's where they were in that movie together. So,
we didn't talk about Don't Look Up. I noped out of that way too early for me to even give a real thought.
Yeah,
I was just like,
I've enjoyed all of McKay's other movies.
Oh yeah, Adam McKay's awesome.
It was way too
pretentious.
It was the pretension. If it had something to actually say, would have been okay. But it was mostly a nihilistic kind of.
It felt like you guys fucked up, and now I'm going to tell you fucked up, so I win.
The mean-spirited kind of nihilistic approach to what they did made it a hard watch.
Yeah.
But with a sprinkle of pretension. So there you go. Yeah, I know climate change. Hot take. I think climate change is real. So there's nothing that I was getting triggered about. I believe that my political affiliations probably line up with McKay's. Okay, that has nothing to do with it. It's the movie wasn't any good. Again, he could have made a shit talking fucking climate change movie, and I would have been like, and if it was good, I'd be like, nice. But it just wasn't good.
It needed to be more The Big Short and
Vice and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, a little more tongue in cheek, a little more like
entertaining.
We're trying. We're trying to teach you something and give you a good learn on what's going on while being a little cheeky. Having a little fun, and like just from like the 20 minutes I watched it, the more I was just like,
it was a wannabe Idiocracy that just didn't have.
Yeah,
he just didn't have what it took.
No, well, I mean, no one else can be Mike Judge.
No,
and we're gonna get.
I was gonna say, and these days I'm even more on board that like. None of us should be sleeping on Mike Judge.
No one should have ever slept on Mike Judge. Extract did not do as well as it should have. Extract is
really good.
Very fucking good.
I quote that movie all the time.
Oh, dude, me too. I'm just gonna sit here. Extract is incredible, dude. It's
my boy Brad just crushes ass.
My boy Brad just crushes ass.
It was easy.
No, man, you just sit there, man. I got this.
It was easy. I mean, not like your wife's a slut, but it was easy.
It was easy.
Anyway, yes, Extract.
Mila fucking Kunis.
Yeah, Tom Holland. Let's get back on track. I was talking about Timothy Chalamet because young actors. Fucking Tom Holland.
Dennis Chalamet.
What?
You said Dennis Chalamet.
Whatever. So, Timothy Chalamet. Yeah. Tom Holland was just kind of like very one note.
What I was saying about him in Dune, where you said there's some nerd cred stuff going on like that, but it's if you look at Timothy Chalamet's career leading up to Dune, he didn't blow up because he played a very popular superhero like Tom Holland did.
Correct.
Tom Holland had been in a bunch of stuff before.
Or now you're associated with a character that could seemingly do movies for the rest of time.
Yeah.
Dune is a very big end to it, right?
Yeah. No, it's just Tom Holland, unfortunately, got pigeonholed, and he's no matter what he does, because he was so young and he blew up because of that character, everybody's just going to look at him as Spider-Man.
Well, and here's the thing. Maybe
and that's the shitty
maybe
part.
he is just fucking meant to play those types of roles. Like, I don't...
and that's the thing is like he is a sad Pandora's box of what could be, because we're never going to know what he could have been outside of that, because every time he gets a chance to stretch his wings, it's not a good movie, dude.
Yeah, no, this movie has gone through production hell.
We're
gonna talk about
Uncharted for years.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Prey at some point in this catch up. That's directed by Dan Trachtenberg. Dan Trachtenberg was initially supposed to do this, and just tons of problems, and eventually he fucking bowed out. And he was very early in this online media trend. He was on a show called The Totally Rad Show. It was Revision. When Revision 3 first came out, it was after Tech TV went under and all that good shit.
The Totally Rad
and he
Show
was always,
a good show.
and he basically was like, this is before he did 10 Cloverfield Lane or anything big. And he was like, he's like, dream project, I want to do Uncharted. I want to do the movie. And the fact that he left didn't
he do the short with Nathan Fillion? Did he actually do that?
I'm not sure.
Or was that purely a fan project?
Purely that Fillion and one of his buddies.
One of his buddies. Yeah.
I don't know if he was involved, but the fact that
actually worked really well.
That Trachtenberg was like, this is my dream thing, and the production hell was to the point where he walked away from it.
Yeah,
that's a bad sign.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think he probably wanted to do something that wasn't just fucking white bread, generic nonsense fucking movie.
It reminded me a lot of the Tomb Raider movie with Alicia Vikander.
Yeah, it was the same movie.
But it was more exciting. I will say that this movie.
You're gonna think I'm crazy.
Did you
the
enjoy Tomb Raider more?
Vikander fucking Tomb Raider movie is better.
I don't think you're crazy. I would like to know why. Explain yourself, sir.
They raid a tomb at one point in that movie,
and Walter Goggins' character is so likable as a villain.
There are like booby traps and things like that. I don't remember fucking anything like that from this movie.
They wander around. Somebody finds part of a puzzle. He immediately puts it together.
I was going to say, every time they even imply there are booby traps, they go, hey, there's booby traps. And then they just fuck off and don't deal with it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we figured it out. You're right. I forgot about the whole underground situation, and they go into the fucking dominoes or
dude, and what bothered me about that
okay.
What bothered me about that scene was I was like, oh yeah, I've seen fucking
Power Rangers.
The Holy Grail. The Power Rangers. You fucking
I was just thinking of the product.
You fucking dick. Yeah, no, I was thinking
the Krispy Kreme donuts.
The Krispy Kreme. It's all under Krispy Kreme.
I can't believe they didn't make another one of those movies. I liked it.
I'm sad about that all the time. But it did not do financially well.
No. And he is busy doing, I guess he's not dead in the new Stranger Things.
I heard he became the super bad.
Oh.
Or he's like Tommy.
Billy. No, Billy is the Blue Ranger. Billy. Fucking.
Billy. No,
we've been over this. No. We've been over this. You're right. You are right. All right.
Okay. Yes, because he's Tommy. No, Tommy's the Green Ranger, right?
Well, or the White Ranger.
The green / they're the same fucking guy.
But then they were like, maybe we shouldn't have a White Power Ranger. The White Power Ranger.
Well, yeah. Wait, what? No, we laughed because he was Billy the Blue Ranger.
Yes, but then he played Billy, and yes, it was,
Tony the Red Ranger.
But then his name was Billy, and the next thing I saw him in, and I was like, but Billy's and you kept saying the Red Ranger, and I kept going, Billy's the Blue Ranger. We had this entire...
we had a whole
This is
joke
one of those
out.
fucking... and to the point where I've lost it, where I'm like, RoboCop is in fucking Breaking Bad or whatever the fuck show I was saying he was in.
Punk are not French, they're robots.
Of course. So let's not get into it. Fucking Yes. What movie have you seen? Are you talking about?
Indiana Jones and the Holy Grail.
Sure.
The last one with him and Sean Connery. That whole thing where they're trapped underwater and it's getting flooded. And I was like, yeah, I watched this with Indiana Jones and the one Irish
but you
lady.
have Sully who's like, oh fuck, I don't care. Right.
Oh,
no, and he was fighting. He was
fighting ninjas or something.
Yeah. And then they had to break through the wall of the Krispy Kreme. So I forget what restaurant they were actually.
It was like a fucking French Subway or something. It was
a Subway. I thought it was a Subway.
It was like a Blimpies or something, dude. And I was just like, oh god, dude, come on, man. And I feel like they were trying to make like a oh man, everything that's old has been gentrified. You know?
Yes, and that was. It was fun until you realize it made no sense because they're like, okay, it's in this gentrified area. Well, like, fucking also, dude, like shit. Who cares? Who cares? None of this makes any sense, right? Like if you go too far into it, but I do like that it was like a modern day city.
Yeah.
And the things
on top of old ruins,
and it's like cool, whatever. But so again, that actually was good, but I forgot about that because the movie goes for so much fucking longer after that. I thought the movie was over, and there was another 30 minutes of arguably okay flying ships kind of action, but a lot of it looked really bad.
Most of it looked really bad.
Yeah, the concept fun. Fucking swashbuckling on a flying fucking ship.
That's dope.
Fun.
That's dope.
Cool concept. Poorly executed, right?
Very poorly executed.
And that's where, when it comes to the Vikander Tomb Raider movie, I'm like, they're just in a tomb fucking with booby traps and betrayal.
Yeah,
and I'm like, at least I know where they're at. And at the end, it's fucking stupid. They play some metal. She has her 2 guns. And I'm like, that's stupid. Nice. Like at the end of this, he wasn't like, I'm going to be Nolan North soon. Like fucking. Nolan North was in the movie, but yeah.
Oh god, he was in the movie, wasn't he?
He had a
brief cameo.
Yeah, he had a who am I forgetting the name of? Campbell, fucking Bruce Campbell. He had like a Bruce Campbell style cameo, which it helps that fucking Bruce Campbell and Nolan North look almost identical.
Yeah, yes. Like Nolan North is a young Bruce Campbell.
Yes.
Yeah. Same kind of personality.
Yes,
as well.
presence.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what to say about.
I don't either, dude. I'm just like, there was a helicopter.
Yeah, that was carrying a boat.
That was cool.
Yeah, and then
there was a super.
Sully actually wasn't that bad. He threw gold away to save his friend, even though he let his brother die.
He knew his brother. I don't know if he let him die.
Wait, no, but then we find out his brother's not dead.
Then we find out his brother's not dead. Yeah,
and that his brother.
If I remember right, like at a certain point,
this might be
games,
if I knew stuff about Uncharted, which, if I remember correctly, Uncharted's coming to the. First of all, I own a PS5. I'm a fucking idiot, but Uncharted's coming to the.
We're not going to talk about the fact that you own a PS5
coming to the PC.
And you are just like,
I don't use it.
I own a PS5. I haven't touched it since I got it.
Yeah.
Play the fucking Spider-Man game, you Philistine.
I have to turn my PlayStation on.
Yes, it's not that hard. You walk up, you press power.
No, it's just in sleep. I don't even have to do that.
Oh my god. I hate you so fucking much.
I just think
I actually want a PS5. I offered to pay you.
You can buy it.
I offered.
I'm not even.
I said I would pay you in installments, and you said
I'm not doing that.
No,
I'm not doing that.
I will take it up front. And I said I can't afford that. Let me do payments. And you said no.
No, I can't do that. I'm going to give it to you for retail because I did not buy it from a scalper. I bought it retail, and I'm willing to sell it to you, but not. You have to give it to me all at once. So
I'm going to tell you right now, Ryan, you're a bad friend. Because if it
I'm not even going to charge you
my PS5,
I'm not even going to. I'm going to play the goddamn PS5.
You're not going to play the PS5.
It makes me not that angry because it actually plays games good.
Listen,
if I was playing that piece of shit over there, I'd be mad all the time. But But I mostly play on PC. But there are reasons to play the PS5. I just don't have a reason right now. Because Spider-Man's on the PC, this Uncharted shit's coming to the PC, fucking God of War Ragnarok's coming out. I'll play that, Josh, to make you feel better. But I have to play the first God of War, which I could play on the PC.
You fucking knave.
I played Astro.
You fucking knave. You come into my house. You record our podcast. And you did.
Did you know you can use Discord on the
Xbox
Xbox
Shut
now?
your fucking mouth. You don't come up here and talk shit about my PS4.
I had one. I hated it so much.
I fucking love my PlayStation 4. You don't come up here, use my dining room table, and talk shit under my roof about my PlayStation 4. My PlayStation 4 has given me and you some of the best nights of our lives. You don't come up here and talk. We watched the Morbius on my thing. We had a good time. We made Morbin jokes. You apologize. You stand up right now and you apologize on microphone with all these people listening to my PlayStation 4.
Now, I can rewind this.
How dare you?
I can rewind this back and we can listen to what I actually said. I said if I have to play that thing. And notice he didn't say anything about gameplay.
Okay, you want to talk about gameplay? Motherfucker. I played Spider-Man, all its fucking DLCs, no problem. Love that fucking game.
No
Played
problem.
Fantastic.
Depends what your definition of a problem is.
Oh my God. You fucking
frame rate.
You fucking fuck with your fucking
resolution.
you fucking PC having bitch. Listen, you sack of shit. I hate you so much. God of War runs fine. Fucking Spider-Man ran excellent. Dude,
I guess I should say this isn't a PS4 Pro even.
Oh my God.
It's just if the listeners are wondering.
Oh,
I'm going to cut this out anyway, but yeah.
Oh my, no, you will leave it in. You will leave it in. I am not even a PlayStation fanboy. I love my PC. I play the fuck out of games on that. I play more games on that than I do on my PlayStation, but my PlayStation holds up. How fucking dare you, dude? We watch movies on that. We watch the YouTubes. I play tons of video games when you're fucking around doing whatever, thinking you're Big Daddy Warbucks down there with your money and your kid and your wife. And you're having a good time. And I'm up here by myself playing Darksiders 2. It's a good fucking console, man. Shut the fuck up.
It's a little long in the tooth.
You're long in the fucking tooth.
I'm not a big PlayStation fan. I had a PS4 for a while and I got rid of it. I have a PS5 now.
You had that stupid fucking gold-plated fucking rich ass.
It was the cheapest one. That's why I had it.
Damn.
It was during like some days of play sale. And they were like, get the gold one. Because you got the 1 terabyte drive for the price of the 512
Oh yeah, no,
or something
I
like
know.
that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Hey, that thing's gold right now. People still are having problems getting PS4s, not just PS5s.
Yeah. And I have one. And I
Sure.
do great with it. I still demand an apology.
Again, like I said, I was talking about gameplay, and I will not fold on that. Everybody knows I'm a PC man. The PS5, I will say, for right now, it is a capable machine. In a few more years, I'll talk shit about it as well. But I don't have a lot of reason to play it because I don't like a lot of PlayStation third-person action samurai games. So
that game looks dope as shit. Stop being such a fucking piece of shit, dude. Oh my God. You are such a snob, dude.
I know you can use Discord on the Xbox now. Remember they made that whole thing where it's like PlayStation and Discord are teaming up. Nothing ever happened. You can use Discord on Xbox now. That's cool because I have an Xbox in my bedroom.
You fucking other system you don't fucking deserve. You fucking fuck. I hate you
I
so
also
much.
haven't turned that on.
I fucking hate you so much right now, dude.
I think the game.
This is how uninteresting Uncharted was as a film. We're having a PlayStation 4 argument.
I think I've played my Switch more than anything else recently.
Well, because the Switch is a dope ass system, dude. Like,
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sell that Xbox.
see, if you if you had opened with the PlayStation 4 is a fine console, but I enjoy my PC and my Switch much more, I would have said, you know what?
The PlayStation
Fair
4.
enough. But you called it a piece of shit. And you said it was way better than that piece of shit you got in there, which works just fucking fine.
The PlayStation 4 was an underpowered console when it came out.
You're an underpowered console.
That's why they made the PS4 Pro, which is like just to stave off how shitty it was for a while.
They did the same thing with the Xbox.
I know that. Did I own an Xbox One? I did not. I owned a PS4, so let's say that. I have an Xbox Series S now, and it's because it's got.
I guess when you're just like,
Game
man,
Pass on
I'm
it.
off work right now. I just want to play a video game right quick. I'll fire this up. Fucking, you don't really give a shit. But oh man, Ryan is just like, oh man, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Fuck this thing. I don't even need it. It's made of gold. I had tons of money to spend. You fucking dick.
I will say I had more problems with mine than you do yours. However,
yeah, because mine wasn't made of gold. Mine was made of normal people material.
However, I didn't turn mine on very often, which I think was an issue.
Mine goes on every day, and I play at least an hour.
Yes.
Because I enjoy playing video games. I'm not some snob that's like, oh man, I got to sit down at my PC and make sure that my fucking headset's on properly and that I can record myself with my webcam for no one watching. You don't even.
I don't know what's happening
right
now.
I'm just mad now, dude. I'm just ranting.
Josh, when you do get the PS5, which
Uncharted is not a very good movie,
which will probably be mine. At least all those games will come over.
It won't be mine, Ryan. It won't be mine because I offered you a decent fucking payment plan on a fucking PS5, and you were like, "No."
I want to say we never ever talk numbers. I will say that.
I offered you a number. I said I can give you $100 right now, and you were just like, "No." I want full price. I said, Ryan, I can't afford full price. $100 right now.
We'll talk in a little bit.
No, we will not. We will talk right now. No, I'm joking, dude.
Yeah, unsure. That was hilarious, by the way. Fucking, he's actually mad. I will say that as well.
I'm not really that mad, dude.
He's not that mad, but he is mad.
I'm more fired up about because like. I thought I would be more interested in talking about Uncharted, and then we started talking about it, and I was like, I don't fucking care, dude.
No,
and then then you called my PlayStation 4 a piece of shit, and I was like, hold up, dude.
Not that one in particular. The entire colony.
The collective.
I don't know why colony came out of my mouth.
Colony
no,
works.
And we had talked before we even started recording about like should we even talk about it? And then it's like, now I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have. Because, it just fucking is okay. If you're super into Uncharted, you're probably not going to like it. If you don't care about Uncharted, you're going to think it's okay. And if you're Uncharted curious, you're going to be like,
Yeah, if you're out there looking for like a man, I loved the Mummy movies. The Mummy movie. I love Indiana Jones. I even like the Alan Quatermain and Solomon's Mine.
This is not
that movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is not meant to be like a negative thing that I'm saying right now. My wife would probably really like this movie. She's probably like, I think Tom Holland's nifty, and I like The Mummy and other random bullshit.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I disagree. I think your wife is a more discerning viewer.
I agree, but I think she would recognize that it's not very good, but enjoy it anyway. Which
forgive its faults.
Let's say, you and fucking, I don't know, King Arthur or whatever the fuck the name of that movie is. That Guy Ritchie. fucking movie.
King Arthur and the Legend of Excalibur.
Yes, exactly. Right.
You fucking.
We all have that movie. Okay.
We
so
do.
it
We
like
do.
that's
We
what
do.
I mean.
You've got Warcraft. Yeah. I genuinely have several.
We've been playing Framed. Me and you haven't been sending them back and forth, but me and
No.
Brittany still do it every day. I keep forgetting to send it to you.
No, it's okay, dude. That was a thing before I showed up.
Sure, yeah.
And then it's mostly just a fucking bragging rights.
Yes,
between
right.
you and me.
Yeah. She got one the other day. I was the maddest I've ever been.
Did she get it in
She
one
got it
guess?
in one. I think I got it in like 3 or 4.
Yes. Well done, Brittany. Well done.
It was Cool Runnings. And the first one,
dude, she loves that movie, dude.
How do you know that? I was just like,
She every time I talk to Brittany, she talks about like 3 movies: Mighty Ducks, fucking Mighty Ducks, Cool Runnings, and like God, I can't even remember the third one right now.
I was just like, I got it eventually. Like
they're all those movies. Though.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. No, Cool Runnings, Mighty Ducks, and fucking Field of Dreams.
Yeah, true.
She loves those movies.
Yes, you're not wrong. So, but I was like, but you should have seen the frame. It was just like a snowy airport with a cab parked out front. And you want to know the funniest thing? You know,
dude, you got the Notebook in one guess. It took me 5 guesses to get the fucking Notebook.
You want to know what's so strange about this though? You know what my first guess was on that stupid frame that she got it right the first try.
Did you say Fargo?
No, I said Uncle Buck. The wrong John Candy movie. Something in my head must have been like, I don't know.
Well, dude, if I remember, Uncle Buck at the beginning has a bunch of scenes of like open snowy fields.
Yeah, well, him in a cab or traveling because he's a traveling salesman, right? Or something.
No, you're thinking of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
That was my second guess.
Which it was it really? Yeah, no, dude. No. And Uncle Buck,
Planes,
he
Trains,
works
and
in
Automobiles was going to be my first guess, but it didn't come up when if it doesn't auto complete, I go, it can't be that. So I just don't guess.
That's a bad thing, dude. No, because so many of the first ones I've gotten on first guess don't show up in the autocorrect. You have a flawed logic, my sir.
I mean, I'm the champion.
Yeah, but you are not.
I got. Well, this will be far over. I got today's in 1.
Oh.
You do it right now, live. You see if you get it in 1. It actually might be the next.
I can't.
It actually might be the next one as well.
It's probably the next one.
It was Deadpool.
Of course you got Deadpool, you fuck.
I know, I got it in 1. That's what's up.
Whatever.
Fucking Uncharted.
Yeah, back on topic. Uncharted is boring and bland, and if you like Uncharted, you probably won't like it. And if you don't like Uncharted, you probably won't like it. And if you're just kind of Uncharted curious, you probably won't like it.
Yeah.
The movie's not very good, dude. It's not bad. It's just forgettable. And that's worse than being a bad movie.
It's the ultimate sin.
We've said it before here a million times. If it's not good or bad, it's just kind of there,
or interesting or compelling. Like that's the problem, because it's such a because they have to take this.
Well, that's what I mean by good or bad, because good or bad implies a kind of interest. Like oh man, this is.
There's a little bit of objectivity there, because you could be like, it's shot poorly or whatever, but in general, like,
just all around, it is to me the definition of someone trying to cash in on a franchise that they own the rights to, and that it's a low effort. It's a low effort film, and that's what sucks.
It's a playing it safe product.
Yes. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's just a cash grab might be harsh, but like it's just like, well, we own this, we should do something. All right, we did something. What about this? I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just sucks because Uncharted deserves better. It really deserves better. Meanwhile, they're working on Indy 5, and
it does deserve better, and that's why it's not stuck in fucking PlayStation purgatory, and it's going to the PC so more people can enjoy real fucking Uncharted, right? They don't have to watch this stupid movie. It's true.
See, now I'm really fucking mad. The game started on the PlayStation, you fuck.
Who cares? Exclusivity is bad for the consumer anyway.
You're bad for the consumer.
All right, we've said our fucking piece on Uncharted. All right, okay. That's
Ryan, a bit of good news. Have you seen what's new? Have you seen what's new, Ryan?
What's new?
Are you aware?
I'm not aware.
I assumed you knew that. I assume you were aware.
No, I'm not aware. Unfortunately,
you've been a busy boy.
Yeah,
I know this.
Yes,
I too have been a busy boy, but thanks to my PlayStation 4,
okay,
am aware. Cobra Kai.
Oh,
Cobra Kai, the new season has begun. We are behind.
Wait, it's out?
It is out.
To watch?
To watch.
And we're recording this podcast instead of watching it?
Dude, I was going to bring it up. Do you want to binge it this fucking weekend, man? I know.
It's out.
It is out. It started this week.
And at no point were you like, hey, are you aware the new Cobra Kai season? Like, you have to remember, our last episode is talking about the last season of Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai. Yeah. No. That's why I thought this was perfectly timed, so I didn't fucking bring it up.
Okay.
Number one, I thought you were aware. I did genuinely believe that you were
It was my understanding that everybody had heard.
It was my understanding that everyone had heard.
Yeah.
About the bird. That is Cobra Kai. And it's just also the word. No, dude, I seriously thought that you told me when the last season started.
You know what? Josh.
Ryan.
Pack it in.
Pack it in?
Let's go.
Wow. Okay.
Nope,
okay,
nope,
guys. Nope.
Leave it. Nope.
Wow.
Come on. We're leaving. We have Cobra Kai to watch.